And we are underway. Wow, we have instant armor.
Ooh.
Meanwhile,
That
in the
is
sanctuary.
that is too early.
Meanwhile, in the sanctuary, we have an early. We have early map. So, and I saw on a map check, and we have I think 3 crystals in the light world. I think I saw 5, 6 at the Tower of Hera. Might have been mistaken.
It was the 6th crystal up in Hera. And we see that Zelda, Gallison, and Ravis is doing those 50-50 bushes while he's running up to the Uncle, and Incoherent is running up to do Tier 1 triple and the Bush Crab into Lumberjack.
Let's see what the Uncle holds. Just some couch cash. Meanwhile, Zogata-san looks like he might be making his way to check the maze game and then the library.
Hey, we found our first sword in the chest by the Uncle.
Wow. French vanilla location, much.
Yeah, and that looked like ether on the Lumberjack.
We might see that later. Depends on whether or not... Well, looks like Zolgatus is going to go for it immediately. Same with Ravis.
Yeah, perhaps. So, race game was something. I did not see what it was. Ooh, that's the hook shot!
Oh, that's a bread and butter item. Love the hook shot.
Yeah, a lot of people might just think about that one being like, hey, I can do a bunch of palaces now faster, but actually, it's actually a really good early game because you can just speed up your overworld so much because...
Meanwhile, on Hitsuyan's side, we're seeing him doing the front end of Escape.
Not a surprise considering that we had that really early sword from the nearly French vanilla. And the fact that he did see the map also up in Sanctuary, yeah, why not? Go in and knock a few sets off. Hopefully you find a bottle so that you make your Kakariko a little bit faster.
Meanwhile, on Incoherent side, I'm sounding a bit incoherent. Looks like it's nothing special here. In Blind's house.
No, that's really unfortunate. Not even some bombs for him. So he's gonna have to run down and buy some bombs.
He can certainly afford it, or he could maybe gamble on the vendor having bombs.
Ooh, I'm not that confident, unfortunately.
That's fair. Oh, he's gonna bank on maybe there being some in the well.
Yeah, at the same time we saw Ravis and Zelda Dyson doing the Bumble Hut down there. Oh, we found a lamp in Kakariko well. There's some bombs for Incoherent.
That basically puts the back end in logic now.
Yeah, it does.
And there's our second armor upgrade.
We are getting too many armor upgrades too early, I feel like. We don't want to make it easy for our runners, don't we?
I don't know. You take anything you can, and with as many runners in this race as there are, because it's the big weekly, you take every advantage you want.
I guess. We do have the ether on Lumberjack, which could mean that it's gonna be an Aga 1 seed.
It all depends on where we find the other medallions and if they're required.
Yeah, because you know that there are 3 crystals in the light world, that does lower the chance of either Turtle Rock or Mire being in a crystal. So I have to see.
Evidently the bottle vendor had a bottle, and the turn-in for it with the sick kid was a heart container on Incoherent side.
That is almost double vanilla. Okay, we're starting off with a bit of vanilla. Basically till our ice cream that is the seed. And yeah, the fairy was in that bottle. That's gonna be nice for our runners.
Yeah, until they have to take an intentional death and realize, oh crap, I forgot to empty that.
Oh, I see that too many times happening in Hyrule Castle. I do not have had to do that myself yet, though, so that's nice.
Let's see what goes on next. It looks like we're seeing a lot of places that one runner has been, but the other hasn't.
Yeah. It is though what you can like a bit expect when it comes to the daily races, where you see people just kind of merging after doing these sphere O locations.
Yeah, that tends to happen when you get route diversions so early.
Yeah.
Incoherent getting his red armor.
Yes, look at the synchronization between Incoherent and Zelda Gagistan.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to do the South Shore checks.
Yeah, everyone here with red mail at sub 6. Ooh, I just love that little cool trick with the hook shot. It's so looking so good.
I can't do it in the Super Bunny Cave. That one's tough.
Yeah, it definitely is. You want to be as far left nearly as you can when it comes to that one.
We see that the second sunken treasure is a heart container.
I'll definitely pick that up this early in the game.
Yeah, take every advantage you need.
Ooh, we see Ravi's heading over to Agina.
Not a terrible thing to see. With, again, more route diversions. Meanwhile, Incoherent is going to be in the mini Moldorm cave, and Zelgada-san is just about to finish it and get his reward. Arrows, a shovel. I hear you like fetch quests. More arrows, more money, and even more money.
Oh god, don't talk about fetch quest. We just had a very heavy fetch quest seed on the league match that was earlier on.
Oh, really now?
Yeah, so just to give a little bit of a brief here, since we are not seeing really anything right now. Titus Smith was on Catfish. We saw there was Ether on Batcave, which was it was all dungeons, so it was needed for Turtle Rock. And Powder was in Mystery Maya from Victorious.
Sounds like quite the rabbit hole.
Absolutely.
Anyway, we have a piece of heart in the ice cave.
Yeah, that was a fun scene to see generally.
And while we have a moment, we want to give a quick shout out to our trackers for today, Link40 and Vince Easter.
Ooh, we are gonna see the shovel being used immediately here from Selga. He has 10 arrows today.
Now, if only we had a bow to go with that arrow.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of arrows so far. Oh, we see Incoherent setting up fake clippers.
I don't know why he would do that. He doesn't have. Oh, right. He was gonna probably go check the hobo under the bridge.
Yeah, he might. He doesn't have really any money to really do with the king of all scammers. He could then, if we want to say Soda Ledge, that's basically what he can do at this current moment.
Yeah,
maybe he's lucky and finds the Moonpole either from the hobo or in or on. Yeah, that's really only the place he can find it right now that would help him. That's 5 rupees. Oh, look at Ravi's health. That was really close.
He's gonna be fine. He'll probably save quit out here.
Yeah. Incoherent is also gonna go away and check the shovel.
Looks like Zelgadis is gonna do his front end check.
Might also
do the back end since he has the lamp.
Yeah, absolutely. We see Zelda setting up that death warp we talked about earlier.
I hope he remembered to empty that bottle.
Yes, I hope he remembers that.
Otherwise, that's gonna be a lot of frustration.
Yeah, gonna see some. Oh, this is actually quite an interesting route here. Taking the key and going away to the back of escape instead first.
That's a strategy I've never seen. That's interesting. That's
Yeah,
like
the reason why I don't see it is because you could potentially lock yourself out from those first tests.
That's like Dark Magician level of strats there.
Yeah, just imagine this. You're going through the escape sequence here, all the way to the back, and you don't find any extra keys. You're basically then locked out the front cest, those 2 remaining. One of them is gonna have then a key, of course, but the other could be a very good item. So I don't like this at all.
Well,
or am I overthinking this?
Chat's pointing out that in open mode that's not possible. So, luckily enough, in the chest before sewers there was a key, so he's all right.
Yeah, I might just be overthinking it.
Maybe just a little.
I guess.
My guess is he's going to check the 3 chests off to the side, do the intentional death, so that he goes back to entrance and does the front end again.
Okay, good. He remembers.
Let's see what we got. Ooh, a B. Some Zora money.
He got healed from that. By health as well. And accidentally picked up the fairy.
All that effort, and he still has to save quit out. I mean, at that point, you might have been better off just bombing the top end of that side wall.
Yeah, or just using those 3 bombs to basically knock off that health. But yeah, we saw Salsala's hut doing that, and wasn't really anything there, so his run is off to Easton.
Oh, and we have gloves, on Hitsion's side.
Oh, you look at Ravis. He might do it.
Oh boy, let's see.
Here it comes.
And worst of all, because red mail was so early, that's going to take forever to die.
Yeah.
You might end up being better off just doing the walk of shame.
Yeah, I would do the walk of shame there then.
Oh, hey, managed to get it done quickly.
Incoherent remembered, though he saved the quit immediately instead.
Yeah, but I guess they should be. I guess they should have been lucky that it wasn't the sanctuary heart container that they picked up in the side wall of the back end.
Oh, that will have been bad for Hitran.
Some cash is held with the fishes, so we know Catfish has nothing. Or that could be Zora, but that's nothing new.
Nah, that's nothing new. He must have big stairs of pile behind that waterfall behind him.
green pendant is Turtle Rock. That might lead to some interesting things.
Ooh. Yeah, however I see it, it's with the palace that has the green pendant, you can basically say that that one has an extra chest then, basically, an extra item. So for example, that would make Eastern have four items in total. For Turtle Rock, that would make that one have a total of 6 items, if I remember correctly.
And it looks like Hitsu didn't find what he needed, so he saved quit out.
Yep.
But those gloves, those are very important.
Yeah, we basically have then the access up to the mountain, which is probably where we're gonna go next.
Oh, you're right.
Or he's gonna first go and check the back of his gate.
Well, it's either that or Houlihan.
Nope, it is back of his gate. It is.
Then he might save quit after this and then immediately go to mountain.
He might be surprised. He might do Houlihan just so he can go to Sora. We are already seeing some suggestion on what could be on pedestal as well when you're looking in the chat.
Y'all are devious, by the way. And I approve.
Yeah, I approve of those messages. Yeah, we are gonna see Hisan heading up the mountain. Was he also the one who checked Ether earlier? So the stall items, basically, it was blue mail in Link's house, the red mail was in Kakiko Well, so that's where we got the mail armor from. That I see someone asking in chat.
Old man only had some couch cash. Be curious to see what the item on top of Spectacle Rock and inside the cave is.
And we see some people now also talking about the sphere, the numbers. So let's just skim over that a little bit quick. If there's anyone who might be checking this out for the first time, basically when we're talking about the sphere 1, sphere 2, and stuff like that, we're basically talking about at a specific point of the pool. For example, the start, we are in sphere 0. That is the location we can get without the items. Then after checking those locations, what items to have then, that determines what basically becomes sphere 1, and so on and so forth.
Meanwhile, we got to see such a helpful hint about a heart container being with a sick kid. Thanks, Spectacle Rock Cave.
Thanks, game. So we're gonna see it and using that hooks us now to go to the east side of Death Mountain. Right now, it's the last location for us, really, except for that Swara, but who wants to just go there just to do that one? You want to have flippers at that.
Yeah, at this point, we're kind of hoping for something. Like Titan's mids, a mirror maybe. Heck, even hammer.
Yeah, I definitely want to see the hammer, because then we can just move over to Hera immediately. There's a mushroom.
I hear you like fetch quests.
Do you want to do a fast quest? Or maybe do a penalty rock dive? It could be anywhere. Pull out your hair. Let's tell this will be fun. I'm just having too much fun with that little improvised song that was made before I started to do comms.
Oh, we have bling gloves now.
However, right now that still doesn't change anything because we still need the moon pearl to be able to do anything.
However, it opens up Super Bunny Cave.
Yeah, if you want to go against a logic, sure.
Floating Island has nothing, and we're about to see in a second if the Spiral Cave has anything.
I'm trying to think if there's any other location after this if we don't find it, and I only can come up with Sora at this point. Because just looking at items, we can't even do Aga 1 right now.
That's right, we need either another sword or the cape.
Well,
hey, look, a sword! I guess we're going to tower!
So, which one would you do? Do we do Aga 1 for guaranteed Darkwood access, or would you gamble that Sora would have the Moon Pearl, or Hammer, or anything other things that could give us any access to anywhere else?
You know what? Getting us in that situation, I would immediately go for Aghanim.
And yes, I know it's not guaranteed access yet because you don't have the pearl yet, but we still open up a portal to the Dark World, so we still have access to the Dark World. We just can't do anything in it.
Wow, that's a pretty nice fake flipper by Hitsuyan there. I didn't know you could do it on that particular screen.
Yeah, it's really nice. He can also choose to go up to Sora because he's very close to that place at this point.
And he has the money.
And he lets out the fairy?
Maybe he's setting up for an intentional death, I don't know. Regardless, the witch has our hammer.
Okay, so Hera is now opened for us. We might not have to do Aga after all.
Oh. Not unless that's still up for debate if we need that medallion.
Yeah.
Not to mention, Pearl could be on the pyramid ledge.
Yeah, that's also true. Oh, we are seeing also one of the harder bomb jumps here from Ravis. Because this one is so hard, it's technically because the hole is too big to be made across. So when you're doing the bomb jump, you want to clip a little bit into the wall, and that gives you the right distance.
Yeah, while you were talking a little earlier, I saw Hitsuyan trying to do that. He failed it, and saved and quit and just continued on with doing the east part of the mountain.
Yeah. Oh, bonk rock as well. 1 pixel too much to the right there for that bonk rock.
Dead rock? More like dead block. I'll see myself out.
This is why I like you.
Wow, you flatter me.
Hey, I try. Yeah, that is not the fun logic at all to have to go up the mountain to get the mushroom, to have to go down again to get the hammer, so you can go up the mountain to get to.
All right, first trip to the basement. We see we have our big key, so don't have to go to the basement quite yet to check the big key chest there.
Oh, we are actually seeing the Super Bunny Cave from Selga.
We'll see if it pays off here.
It looks so weird when you're falling down as a bunny sprite.
And we have a map check, and I saw Skull Woods was a pendant, and I'm not entirely...
Chief Town was a 5-6, and Meyer was a crystal, so we might still need that ether.
And I think I saw Ice as a pendant.
Yeah, I only went sect for Turtle Rock and Mystery Mire, really. Quake is needed to open Turtle Rock.
Well, that's one half of the mystery of whether or not we need Ether.
So, yeah, we are getting confirmation about the pendants being in Skullwoods and EP.
Good to know I wasn't completely off my game there.
Yeah, that was a really nice hint there with the Piece of Heart requiring the hammer.
That must pertain to, well, that immediately jumps to mind for me with hammer pegs, if you ask me.
Yeah, that is the one who stands out, definitely.
And we see Hitsuyan taking on Moldorm. And he falls down.
Yeah, Moldo not playing at all today. He's going straight in.
What do you think? You think he's gonna have our basement key here?
We already had the basement key.
Oh, right.
Oh, look, Selga, he's gonna check with King Sora. This could be huge.
And there goes Moldorm on Hitsuyan's side.
Hey, another heart container.
And I think that was the second item for that dungeon, so we're good.
I want to believe that, yes. Meaning that if Sora doesn't have... Oh, there's a single arrow of destiny on Sword. But yeah, if Sora doesn't have the Moonpole, we are gonna have to head over to Aga.
Well, one of the hints did pertain to, I believe, Couch Cash or a piece of heart with the fishes, so we'll know soon enough whether or not we're being ripped off or actually getting something.
Yeah.
Survey says... Whoa!
Ooh, the book! Okay, we are still in the light world and we're heading over to desert now.
Read a book.
Okay, so that actually raised one interesting point here. Either our progression could be in desert or Ether tablet, and Selga has not been Owen Hara yet. This could be a huge advantage for him. Him and Incoherent, because those two did decide to just save and quit immediately after delivering the mushroom, so they have not seen Sora yet.
And it doesn't look like anyone has made the play for Desert quite yet. We saw someone just a moment ago. I believe it was Zelgadis, or what? It was someone on the left side that was at the Desert Cave, but saved quit out.
It was Ravis. He did the dam into Agina and then continued with South Shore.
Meanwhile, Zelgadis has the book armed, so he's going to check Ether before he goes into Tower.
Yeah, and Incoherent is heading over to the desert.
Let's see what it has.
There's the Moonpole!
We have Dark World access now.
Yeah, and with the items that Selga has, after Hera, he can just run straight to the right and head over to Dark East Death Mountain.
Still up for debate whether or not we need that Ether, though, for Meyer.
And look at Hitsuan!
Oh, no! Well, we don't know yet. For all we know, there could be something useful on that pyramid ledge.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's gambling on Ether.
Yeah. It's gonna have to be a gamble here that Mystery Meyer, or in his case, Turtle Rock, is required Ether.
That would imply that either this is a pedestal seed or Saha has something.
Yeah. We are
Regardless,
seeing...
this isn't a bad play. I don't disagree with it in the slightest.
No, absolutely not. You don't want to just go up to Sora just to check that one. And we did actually see that Tempered was on the Desert Ledge.
Ooh, that's a nice find.
Yeah. Oh, Ravis is gonna go and fake Flipper up to Sora, I guess.
I mean, that's not a bad play.
Yeah. One or two... I don't know actually which one of the two fake Flippers is fought.
Alright, time to see if this is a Boots locked seed. It is! Grumble, grumble, you don't say. I think they're a bit disappointed that this is a Boots lock seed.
So, Boots on Ped the Dream then?
I guess. It's either Bo or Boots. At this point, anyway.
Yeah, at this point.
Incoherent grabbing his Tempered Zord and saving Quid outing.
Just another one I can see is Bombos if we need that one to open Meyer.
Okay, quick. How many blue balls?
4.
I'm gonna say 5. Just to be different.
Well, howdy who. Okay, Dragon 1 is quite nice at the moment. That's one.
Commentator curse right there. That's why the blue ball showed up.
Yep, just to keep me quiet.
I believe he has one more hit.
Think so.
Oh.
Okay,
No,
one more. 2 blue balls! Ha 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 ha. 3 blue balls! Ha 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 ha.
Well, I guess it's going to be 3 because the next hit is not going to be a blue ball.
Yep, 3 was the right one. Oh, we got a clip here from Professor Render.
Zora Ledge has pharmacy money. Meanwhile, Ravis is getting his book. And we're going to be seeing some Hookshot Cave. First up, a heart piece. Let's see what the other 3 hold. Next we have the blue boomerang. I hear that's the superior one.
Yep.
A heart piece. And finally, heart container.
Aww. At least I find a good boomerang. You know
Good is
why?
subjective.
Know why it is the good one?
Because it doesn't cause lag, which is a speedrunner's worst friend.
Yep.
So much hate for anything that causes lag. Then again, I'm a casual player.
And that's probably why.
Look like Zelgadis is gonna do Spike Cave.
Ooh, okay. We actually saw this on another daily. No, there was a league match. We saw that you needed at least 4 hearts if you had no half magic, and you had either blue cane or.
Oh! Wow, that's a game changer.
Absolutely, holy moly! Go back to my point. So in Spike Cave, so you can have total of 4 hearts if you if you don't have half magic and you have either cape or kind of burner to be able to make it through Spike. But it is very, very tight at that point.
Evidently, the other item was half magic in the Tower of Hera. Very nice.
Ooh, that's nice.
Mirror was in the Spike Cave. Oh, and speaking of caves, we're going to take a look at the Cave of Wonders on Zelgadis' side.
Yeah, also known as Hype Cave. We begin with 50 rupees. 10 arrows. 10 arrows. Fire rod. And the red rupee.
I don't know how worth it that fire rod is, actually, with pendant Skullwoods and pendant Turtle Rock.
I'm just gonna chalk it up to it makes GT easier.
I mean, you're not wrong. Granted, you don't know if they need right side.
Yeah, that's true.
Someone in chat bringing up a good point, too. Ice is also a pendant, so kind of lessens the impact for it. Not to mention, you could get through it just fine with Bombos.
Yeah. Actually, it also makes also Mr. Meyer a little bit quicker as well with the cutscene cest.
Someone in chat bringing up that finding that fire rod in Cave of Wonders might be a red herring.
Yeah, absolutely. They could be lured into an dependence then. So this game has 3 bombs.
Zell opening up Thieves Town, but probably going to check out the rest of town first.
Ravi's gonna pick up his Moon Pearl. Ooh, there's flippers in Bumble Hut in Wheels of Outcast. So we can beat Swamp now.
Yeah, that's nice.
We can route that one together. Zelgar can basically do Safe Town, then take the purple Garrus Lunchbox down to him, and then head into Swamp and possibly route in Big Ferry at that point as well.
I saw a hint saying that in the Tower of Hera that purple chest was not required.
Ah, okay. Well, it could be a cool route, nonetheless.
While all that was going on in the Sea House, we saw that the Magic Cape was found, so we now have Bumper Cave in Logic.
Yep. And there's Swagnet in Thieves Town. Incoherent picking up his potentially bait into a pendant dungeon fire. That was a mouthful.
Wonder what's Incoherent's up to here. He's probably gonna check the stump in the Dark Grove, and then maybe the digging game.
Yeah, then he can just go and start a smith chain basically. So yeah, I do quite like his route. Having Tiny Smith here makes this one a little bit more of a value play. Ooh, look at this. I like actually this from his run. He knows that he did Aga one potentially unneeded, so he's just then gonna head straight into Spike Game and hope that that one rewards him, which is actually a really cool idea.
And we know it leads to something useful, so he's making the totally right play here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Meanwhile, looking like Zell didn't want to hit the crystal switch right away and wanted to check the hint.
Yeah, but actually also pick up the meal make so that he's always gonna start at the pyramid when he saves and quits now, unless he uses the mirror first.
The
So
hint
he's-
right the hint right there is making Turtle Rock seem less desirable because Mimic Cave is not required.
Oh, okay, cool. And as said here, Inkers has started the Smith chain.
Meanwhile, on Incoherent side, we're seeing that he's doing the hammer pegs.
Ooh, we get an early hint here from Ravis. The boot is fire-locked in Mystery Mire. Holy moly, that's a good hint. Alright, that is definitely a game changer. So, we know that Desert was bootlocked today, so whoever finds the flute here can potentially take the lead because of that.
Well, it's at this stage of the game, it's very hard to say who's distinctly in the lead because this isn't. We don't just have these 4 people running. This is the big race where like we have way upwards of over 30 other people playing.
Yeah, but when I'm commentating, it's only these 4 who is the ones are in my focus.
Yeah, but they're not trying to go for glory. They're just trying to put up a good time and have fun.
Well, I thought everyone wanted to try to get the best PBs when it comes to these daily races and do all the gambles to lower that.
Looks like Digging Game came up empty.
Yep, and Selga has gotten his other 5-6 crystal.
Ooh, very nice. He might be on his way to the Pyramid Fairy.
Potentially.
Another possibility, yeah, since his tracker says he has Fire Rod, he could probably do the first little bit of Skullwoods just for the sake of checking pedestal.
Yeah, I guess.
Zelga and Ravis both looking at their disappointment.
Yep. We see Inquisitor have made his way into Skullwoods actually.
We'll see if it pays off. Not quite yet. Only a heart piece is one of the unique items.
Yep, there's only 2 in here today, unfortunately. Basically, when it is a low amount palace, at least when it comes to items, I want the Green Pendant to be there just so that it feels at least a bit more valuable. Well, we find a lot of keys.
Let's see what the next part of Skullwoods has for us. Maybe something good? I don't know.
Okay, Bombo Sec from Hisran.
Let's see if it leads to something good. Hey, our first shield. I'm surprised we got that only 45
Oh,
minutes.
there was Quake for Incoherent.
That's a bit troubling to see, but we're not in panic mode quite yet. We still need to find an ice rod before we are.
Yeah,
When it comes,
and also we also need a cane.
very true as well. But we need red cane anyway for this seed.
Yeah, but it is still that if we don't find the flute first, then we will get into a bit of panic if we find the red cane. Because of just the amount of items that Turtle Rock can give you in this seed, you want to go there early then because of that. Okay, K45 sec from Hitchan. Yes, triple bombs. And we see Cell Gadistan now heading into Swamp. We'll also get the high tier hint about boots. Yes, that actually brings up a very nice point here. Because the boost is in Mission Meyer, Ether cannot be the one you need to unlock it.
Meaning it's either Quake or Bombos.
Yes. So, Aga 100% unrequired this one. That's gonna feel bad for his run.
Oh, evidently we have found a red cane. It was in the first bomb wall chest.
Okay. Let's hope we never find the ice rod then. Because that would be the one that like seals the deal, and you have to head over there then, because there are so many times we are finding a bow in Turtle Rock.
This seed's being a very tough nut to crack, it appears.
Yeah, absolutely. I do also like that Selga Disan has not been to the desert area yet, because he checked Ether before, released a tablet before desert, and then got this hint from Swamp, making me think that he will not head over to desert yet.
At this point, maybe he's just waiting for like the most unsubtle hint to go over there.
Well, he knows that that Boots is in Meyer, so he had no reason to head over there until after he got flew.
Ah, good point. Maybe he's hoping to do some two birds with one stone stuff if he can find the flute soon.
Oh, we actually got it backwards here. We got a correction here. It was Bombos was on Lumberjack Caves. Ether is apparently Pyramid Fairy. So someone on of the race must have gotten that one already.
Well, it's still up for debate whether or not we truly need Bombos or not, though.
I guess.
Bumper Cave having nothing.
Actually, it can't be, because then we wouldn't be able to get Bombos because Boots is in Missy Meyer. And we have the fire rod ready, so we don't need it for Ice Palace.
Well, it's still debatable where that bow is, right? Yeah, and I see someone in chat pointing it out that at this point our pedestal hype index is going to be between bow and flute.
Yeah. A nice fight there from Selgassin down there on Argus.
Yes, very nicely done. And wow, that's his third. Yeah, that's his third crystal.
Yeah, he's speedrunning this.
He must be going back in to check the big chest or left side, either or.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, evidently there was a hint pointing out what Pyramid Fairy where where Ether was.
Oh, okay. Well, we missed that because we didn't look at his end really. We were still excited about the pearl on the Ether tablet.
Yeah, this has been a rather chaotic race today, hasn't it?
Absolutely. Hey, I basically have drinking up all of my tea before 20 minutes into it.
Hey, tea's good.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we see Ravis going for the big bomb. Oh, very nice block clip there. And here we go. To confirm our everything, some useless arrows and the Ether Medallion.
So it was bombos on Lumberjack Haven.
To be fair, it's easy to mix all of those coins up. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it looks like Ravis is making his way up to the Lake of Ill Omen next. But if I remember right, we got a hint earlier that we don't need this.
Yeah, we have the hint earlier about sleeping with the fishes. So yeah, Rav is gonna pick up his piece of art very soon.
Meanwhile, Zelgadis is I'm not sure. No, looks like he's headed up to Waterfall Ferry.
Yeah,
which isn't a terrible play.
Yeah, we cannot go in there. Can we have done be able to do yet? So yeah, I can answer.
We get money and the bow.
That is terrible. Essentially because they had to go to Sora to be able to get a book to get the moon pearl. You wouldn't want to come back here. That is absolutely terrible.
All right, chat. Are you hoping for flute on pedestal? Because I think I'm hoping for flute on pedestal.
Yeah, me too at this point. Ravis is gonna pick that bow up also.
Additionally, that also puts Palace of Darkness now more within reach.
It puts it actually in reach because we have everything needed to complete it.
You're not wrong.
Oh, we're getting a graveyard ledge check here from Hisran.
We'll see if this pays off.
Yeah, we need to continue to see these plays from Hisran because he needs to catch up because of that Aga 1. He needs to do this kind of gambles.
Well, he doesn't know that, so...
Well, I think he can figure that one out with that he did Aga 1, it wasn't required. So I feel like he's gonna feel like he's behind. And now Inkleard is also gonna pick up his mirror. But yeah, that is also actually another advantage here when it comes to Selga-Dissan against Ravis here. Because yeah, Ravis had not been to Spike yet and doesn't have the mirror. He can't chain Pod and Eastern together.
We see our second shield in the first chest for Zelgadis on his end. So it looks like you needed the bow to further on.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the hint here. The lamp is in Kakariko well, you say? Well, I guess it's a good thing we've been there.
Actually, that's a terrible shuffle because you needed the lamp to be able to get here in the first place.
Very nicely done Mimic Room there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, what do you know? We found a key. I hear there are a bunch of them here. And
ooh,
we
they're
now
silvers.
have... Yeah, that'll make things a bit more breezy.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm almost getting the feeling that Zelda-Gissan has basically cracked this seed.
Yeah, at this point, you're hoping to find... You're basically hoping to find the flute.
Yeah, and hopefully soon as well, before he has to go into an independent dungeons.
Yeah, because once we find the flute, I think we're in no mode.
Yep, then we are in no mode then.
Zelgadis going off to check this chest. Wow, another key. Moving on. Downstairs we find yet another key. And the blue cane. Not required, but never not bad.
It makes a few rooms a little bit more fun. I'm thinking about the first roller room in Turtle Rock.
What a convenient place to find the big key for Palace of Darkness.
Yeah. Hey, he does have to go to the front.
Del couldn't make up his mind there which way he wanted to go back. Might be setting up for Hammer Yump here.
Yeah. And look, he has already been here. That's why he wanted to do this route.
Might have it there. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he wanted to save that key a lot there, basically.
That's a pretty fair strategy.
At the same time, though, you're not gonna check open that first door really when it comes to this place. Oh,
Looking like
actually,
he's going right down the middle now.
yeah, skipping that set actually makes so that you can skipping that door up there makes you can open this door then without feeling as bad about it.
Yeah, but
And
now in the back of his mind, he might be wondering, well, what about that other chest where the big key is normally?
I feel like that one's gonna have to be a small key and a bonus has been an item. There are at least 2 items left. One of them is probably on the boss, and there's one other between those 2 chests.
And one of them has to be the last key,
Yeah.
if I've been counting correctly.
Yeah, what believe you have? Yeah, because he skipped that door, so he's supposed to be. He technically have no keys at this point.
So logically, it can't be the last key on Helmasaur King.
No, it can't be. Oh, game over there for Ravis. Did not see what was from.
Cell just about to enter Helmasaur King.
Ah, it was a death warp. Thank you, Link Force.
Yeah. And as we've passed the 1 hour mark for this race, I just want to remind you, you're watching the Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past Randomizer Daily Race. This is the Sunday Weekly, and my name is the Crazy Dude. With me is Angels, and with us tracking everything is Link Force Zero and Vince Easter.
Basically, really tired Angels at this point because it's currently 1:30 where I am in the night.
The night is still young.
Yeah, Sunday night is still young.
And if you've enjoyed anything that you've seen so far, I invite you to give any of our runners a follow. Matter of fact, you should try and follow everyone.
Did you see what Celdigan picked up?
Oh no!
It's Turtle Rock time!
That's a bad thing to find. That was obviously the drop on Helmasaur King then.
Yep, it was. I was just reading chat and saw someone said it's Turtle Rock time. I was like, wait, and looked back at the different items and saw that, but oh.
Well, it's debatable whether or not. We still need to find a flute, so could be anywhere, even on a pedestal.
And yeah, we would definitely absolutely not wish that on our runners.
What? That's ridiculous. Meanwhile, oh no, never mind. False alarm. He too's about to go pick up his bow.
Yeah. Well, that is Zelda Gissen's 5th crystal.
Yeah, and we're starting to run out of places, I think.
So, desert or Turtle Rock? That is Zelda Gissen's right now question.
Well, it can't be desert because that's boots locked.
Right. However, does he know that?
That's a fair point.
And we're gonna see Pyramid Fairy. He's trying to find the Quake, at best. Or he's heading to Bombos. Oh, a few frames more and Rabbits would have died there.
It was never in doubt. I bet he's kicking himself for finding that mirror right there.
Well, we didn't see any frustrating slashes or bombing of the chest, so at least he's keeping some composure. And
He's probably more focused on just trying to complete the seed rather than just worry about what's going on with everyone else in their races.
yeah.
Meanwhile, we see that Ravis is going to make the play, I believe, for Swamp.
And it might look like Incoherent is gonna head up and get his bow.
Yeah, it would have to be his bow.
You thought I was gonna say he would need the ice there, didn't you?
At this point, I'm wondering who's going to make that play for these pendant dungeons that are agonizingly long.
Yeah. There's at least one saving grace here for Sal Gaddison is that he's gonna pick up Tempered.
Yeah, that'll probably be a relief to see. And evidently they haven't been out this way because they're headed to the desert cave.
I'm gonna chalk that one up to him seeing the hints and learning about where the boots were, so he just wanted to hold it off for as long as possible.
That's fair. Who's going to make the play for something different?
Yes. And then we have also the question, which of the pendant would you go into first?
As much of a commitment as it is, I would say Turtle Rock because it's the green.
Yeah.
Not to mention it has better odds at having what you need.
Yeah. After that, it's probably ice for me after that. Because if it's gonna be a pedestal seed, they do Skullwoods last.
Very true. Zell will be getting his Ether Medallion very shortly.
Yep.
Oh, someone... It's an interesting debate though, that someone's bringing up in chat, though. That if it is a pedestal seed and you do Skullwoods first and then check, you can basically go mode Ice Palace.
Yeah, that's also a good point.
And I believe a couple of our runners have went to Skullwoods previously, but did not check pedestal while they were there.
Yeah, they didn't, which is not what you want to hear, to be honest.
It's entirely their decision.
Yeah, it is. But they got Fire Rod very early in the Dark World as well. But they're just not checking it. I don't know about that. You want, when you come to these daily races, you want as much information as possible. A beautiful fight from Ravis, and we see Telegadistan making the play into ice.
Oh boy, here we go. Let's see if it pays off. Maybe not immediately, but who knows? A unique item requires gloves. Well, that could be anything.
Yep. So I can't. So, why did he decide to head into Ice Palace when we want to go mode it? The reason why I see it, it's free items, and specifically there are free hints. We could get information about the flute here.
That's very true. Or we could be trolled again with an item we've already gotten.
Yeah.
Nothing yet. Just a key for better routing.
Yep. Although, in a lot of cases, I do actually like to see Big Kitty more, because when you get down to that room where you use the smoky, you just head left, go down those set of stairs, do that room, drop down into big chest, and then go do icy, come up, and go over to the right side after that.
The second hit is empty in the double Stalfos room.
Ah, okay.
And I don't think we're going to see an Ice Palace bomb jump here, since we need since he's likely to full clear it. Oh, wait. Oh, we are going to see it.
He wants to save that. No. I was going to say something that didn't make sense. Oh, maybe we're going to see Ravis doing the other gamble.
Oh, I love it. The divergence is so delicious right now.
So, who of Equihert and Hisan is gonna make themselves into the Skullwoods? And we actually get a hint about Ice Rod there.
Wow, thanks again, game. You're really on top of it.
Actually, that one is actually one that I wanted to see at that location.
Yeah, I mean, if you came here early, that's a good hint to see.
Yeah.
Because more often than not, I've kind of been irritated by some seeds where the Ice Rod was in Turtle Rock.
Yeah. Or you decide to do that gamble and the Ice Rod isn't there.
Alright, let's see what we got on Zell's side. Wow, vanilla big key chest.
Ooh. He's picking up his Ice Rod. Which means he has finished pod. Oh, we have a key start in Turtle Rock.
Meaning I think there's a chance that there could be something in the middle where the big key chest is.
Yeah, absolutely.
There it is! That's no mode. And immediately
Yeah.
Zell's piecing out.
So basically, Selga is hoping that Ether is required for Meyer.
If not, he's gonna have to quickly dive into Skull Woods.
Yeah, but he doesn't know what Quick is. He could be led off into Turtle Rock or back into Ice Palace.
That's a good point too. But nonetheless, I guess we were right with the ice rod possibly leading one of our runners astray.
Yeah. Well, we did say that about the fire rod as well.
That's true too.
Basically, we are just too suspicious. We are not trusting the seed enough to be good.
By the way, shout outs to the lag there in that previous room on Ravis's side.
Yep.
And here we go. What medallion is going to be required for Misery Meyer?
Ether or Quake? 50-50.
It is.
It's Ether!
He's in go mode effectively.
Yes, he is. I guess it 15-15. I'm gonna write it down to that. That is a very quick go mode for how this seed treated our runners early on. But yeah, as I said earlier, Selga-Tisan had the seed cracked.
The boots happen to be in Misery Meyer behind the fire locked stuff.
And yeah, Selga-Tisan has been in desert, so he knows that it is boot locked. So he's gonna head over there directly. Well, after he picked up the key first.
Yeah, I argue we're looking at maybe a sub 140 seed, depending on how well the rest of the way for this race goes.
You want to know what I can actually imagine right now?
Lay it on me.
I can already imagine Pinky to Rose comment in the race at least.
Well, I'm sure it's very enlightening.
Basically, Pinky the Roast hates when it is a late bootsy.
Well, for our enjoyment, we found the other item, yeah, in Misery Meyer, and it's the magic powder.
Okay, makes Turtle Rock a little bit more nice. And yeah, nothing in Turtle Rock either that could really make this up for being worth it to do this.
There it is! There are our boots.
And he has the small key already. And
he's on his way.
Yeah, we only need the big key.
I don't think
that's not it.
I don't think he's realized that. Oh wait, I think I'm not paying attention, am I?
Yeah, you don't really do cutscenes unless you have to. So it's either this test or cutscene test. It is this test.
What are you doing going around, man? You could've. What's Zelgadis doing?
What do you mean?
Does he not realize he's going? Oh, he wants to take the warp panel. I see.
Yeah. He doesn't have a small key for the upper area. For the one up above.
Gotcha.
Key logic is hard sometimes. And there we go, the map from Trinex on Ravi's side. And we see Hisuan has made himself over to Ice Palace, so he's gonna be in go mode soon as well.
I don't mean to cut you off right now, but get your pet hype and disappointment ready, because Incoherence is over at the pedestal.
Oh,
And it's a
it's
bottle.
red potion at that as well. Womp 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 womp. Oh, we see Zelda doing some magic stuff down in Mystery Mire as well. I really need to learn how to do that at some point.
Are we ready for more disappointment? Because it's time to turn in the green pendant.
Yeah. Mwah, 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 mwah. At least Ravis can route in Eastern right now as well.
And Vitreous goes down on Cell's side.
Yes.
And all he has to do now, all he has to do is go beat Lamulus, and he can take the fight to Agony.
Yep. Okay, I'm not confused. So Ravis decided to do Turtle Rock before finishing off Eastern. Did we find all 3 items already?
Technically, yeah, because Bombos is now accounted for.
Yeah, I guess.
Zell's got his big key, and he's going through to the second part of Desert.
Yeah.
Beautiful key dash there. And it looks like Incoherence making the play for Turtle Rock now, too.
So, reading in the race chat, we have currently seen 7 people who have forfeited this race, and I can't blame them.
Oh, you shouldn't bring the people that have stopped to light. This is about the people who are still.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not gonna call them by name.
Yeah, but to say that many people have dropped out, that just misconstrues a lot of context.
Yeah, it just shows that the runners who complete this are bosses.
Yeah, but by the same extent, maybe something got busy and they needed to go step aside.
I guess. But there we have it. Zelda Giddy-san has his 7 crystals. So guys, we like to play a bit of a game when it comes to these daily races. Where's the big key in GT? Get your numbers into the chat. Guess between 1 and 22. However, because this is not a league or tournament match, we don't have the bot with us. Just do it for fun. What do you think is gonna be the crazy dude?
I'm a terrible person, and this seat hasn't been terrible. Tile room.
Ooh, all right. I'm gonna say 14.
A lot of interesting guesses out there. A lot of different varieties. Couple 7s, couple 3s, couple 4s.
Seems like
a few in the double digits, which I approve of.
Absolutely. Some people who might not be able to decide what it is as well. Well, it looks like Ravis is gonna get his disappointment now as well. I feel like they could have made that text more creative.
Well, they can only do so much.
Yeah, I guess. Incoherent is now also in Turtle Rock.
And at 125.30, Zelgada's-san is in Ganon's tower. Let's see which strats he goes for with trying to find the big key. Hey, our third and final shield. It's got an early key,
Nice.
but he's gonna go immediate left.
Yeah, I'm seeing a bit more of this of what has been called the standard route when it comes to this. Number 3 is a piece of heart.
You think it's out of the realm of possibility that he does Dark Magician here? Or is he just going to go full on for rando?
Isn't Dark Magician where you start off going left and then mirror or go to right?
I don't know. Like, the strategy I always go for, if I can, is like check the first 2 left. If there is an immediate key, then go left. Start right, then go left if I don't get a key. But oh yeah, there it is, Dark Magician's route here.
I think I was doing commentary here, and I think we named this route the Pink Magician strat.
Well, regardless, he did a couple of checks, and I saw like those were some swag moves there with him doing the cane dash.
Yeah. And people can try to figure out why we named it the Pink Wizard strat. I'm not gonna say why, but they can get some guesses in if they want to.
Yeah. Wow, that's impressive. I like that one.
Yeah, that one is pretty cool. I basically call it that they have gone and played golf instead of continuing with the seat.
Still no big key yet.
Oh, we're gonna see a full right.
At this point, why not? If you're...
Yeah, I guess, why not? Hitran has finished off victorious also. Oli has now Desert left.
I'm gonna find it hilarious if the big key is in Rando Room.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still calling for Tile Room, but that'd still be pretty trolly too.
I have not counted. Which number are we on right now?
I'm sure chat's keeping us honest at some point.
Yeah. Okay, Bob is 12. Thank you, Seth.
This is why I picked a location and not a number.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's see. In this chest we have bombs, a small key. It's not in the big key room.
So, is it in Firebar? Is it in Rando? Is it off the Firebar? Those are the options. Or is it in Tile Room as you said?
It's gotta be Tile Room. I'm hoping it is anyway.
Are we getting the tummy feeling about that one?
Excuse me?
Are you basically feeling that it is there? That's what I'm saying. Are you getting the gut feeling?
During a daily race, I called Tile Room and got it right. So I feel committed at this point.
Okay then. I guess. Yes, that is a valid option. Oh, okay. I didn't know what was called in English, basically. I meant tummy feeling.
Oh, going with my gut?
Yeah.
Still not found yet.
5 seconds left. Oh. And they have his son is now defeated Desert Palace as well, and he is now gonna head up to Ganon's Tower.
Okay, here we go. Moment of truth.
There it is!
But the fact he took the route he did to get there, I'm just as satisfied.
Oh, so that basically was number.
Chad is saying 18.
Okay, then let's check who got it first.
Congrats, you get a thumbs up. I know you can't see it, but I am holding my thumbs up.
Okay, then I'm gonna give it to Liactus Prime. To that one.
I think it's pronounced Leximus Prime there, but
Ah, like Optimus Prime?
possibly. Zell through the first room of the gauntlet. Through the second room very beautifully.
Well, I only gave him that because no one else had said 18.
Zell just flying through these rooms.
Yeah, he is. He's doing very well.
He's all ready to land Mode 2.
Yeah.
And gets the one cycle. Very nice.
Awesome. Oh, we are seeing a right side from his run. Is it gonna be full right? Or is he gonna exit after doing the right side test?
I'm hoping he mirrors after doing those right side.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Zell just again flying through this floor. Handled the Wizard rooms very beautifully.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, love some Kane strats in that room.
Doesn't get the soft lock there, which is always good.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're fast enough, you don't need to worry about it. However, if you don't have boots, you should not try that.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have a first place finisher in this seed. Taking it with a time of 1 hour 33 minutes and 27 seconds, it's PKR. AKA Pink Kitty Rose. Make sure to give them all the GGs in the world for.
Of course, it's Pinky to Rose with this type of seeds.
And you said she was angry about these types of seeds?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Obviously, she didn't let it get her down too much.
Yeah, I have been doing interviews with her when I have been late boot seed. I know what it's like.
Meanwhile, Zella's on to Aghanim 2. Got a good pattern there. And we have a second place finisher too. Matt7898 with a time of 1:34:35.
Very nice.
And Aghanim 2 is down, and Zella's just about ready to put on some bacon-covered nachos.
In the meantime, he did put up some rhythm there for us in the theme of the music.
Oh, well then that makes sense. Getting a lot of practice with late boot seeds.
I did also notice he did a lot of calculations about an early boot seed. Then it's really early boot seed and no boot seed, and it is quite big when it comes to the randomizer. I think they said it was something about 8 minutes difference. But yeah, we're already in third phase of Ganon.
That tends to happen when you have level 3 sword it's so early on.
Yeah.
Granted, Zell got his very later on. Like, it was past the 1 hour mark when he got his, I believe.
Yeah.
Now, if only it would stop teleporting.
Ganon?
Any day now! Thank you. Doesn't get torch glitch, but that's not a big deal. He's got double match. This looks like a double.
Sometimes you get triple.
Whoa!
He gets a triple!
Oh, baby, a triple! Ah, yeah! Ladies and
excellent
gentlemen,
finish for him.
get out your GGs for Zelgada-san in chat, because he has finished with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 50 seconds.
That earns him a third place in this one. And coming in right after, we see that Ilius24 comes in fourth place with a official SRL time of 1:37:06.
We will see about getting Zell in here in a hot second for an interview, depending on if he wants it or not.
Yeah, very good time to finish off this one with. So I'm trying to think here a little bit about the routing here. How Pinky to Rose was able to save roughly 3.5 minutes of Zelgada's route.
Yeah, that'll be curious. That is kind of curious, I guess.
But we see both Incoherent and Rav is now in Mire as well. They are not far between each other.
And now joining us is our first finisher from our 4 featured runner, Zelgada-san. Zell, well done.
Hey, GG's, thank you very much.
How about this seed? It kind of was something, wasn't it?
I'd like to start with a public apology to Sinek. I've been kind of ragging him in the spoiler tourney about how trash the seeds that his bot makes. And I want it to be out there as a public apology. It's not the bot. It's the game is trash. This was awful, man.
I guess the boots, late boots and boots locked, will do that.
Yeah, honestly, as soon as I went up to the mountain and got the mushroom, over to Zora and got the book, and then and then the hammer from the stupid mushroom, going back up the mountain for the pearl, it was like, yeah, this is the type of thing that I was gonna see. So I knew I was in for trouble as soon as that happened.
Yeah, and the rods kind of tried to lead you astray a little, it felt like.
Yeah, if I had found Quake, I could easily have seen myself going to Turtle Rock. But thankfully that was never a problem.
Believe it or not,
Quake was in Skullwoods.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. So
you weren't the only one that only went for Ether.
Man, I felt like I was about to go to Skullwoods just to check the pedestal before I went to Ice. But then I was like, I just really feel like it's an Ice Palace plus the hints. I was gonna go to Ice Palace even earlier than I did, but I stopped at the waterfall first and got the bow. So I was like, well, I guess I need to go do that stuff. and then I never got around to Ice Palace until way too much later.
Hey, it turned out to be like the smart play.
Yeah, I'm not going to complain about it. I definitely got lucky in between that I had Skullwoods and the bumper ledge check, which is like 3 checks on top of 3 checks in ice. So it was kind of like the 50-50 at that point, and I just made the right call, I guess.
Yeah, that's how it is with the randomizer. It's 1 part skill, 1 part luck, and the remaining part
Memes.
yeah, let's go with that. I'm sure.
Yeah, this seed was full of them, so yeah.
Yeah, that book also tried to lead you astray, it felt like, as well.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like, I kind of had to stop and decide after I got the hammer and the book. It's like, do I want to go to Desert? Do I want to go to Hera? And thankfully, again, I just made the right call there by going up to the mountain and got the pearl from the Ether Tablet.
Yeah, one surprising thing is that no one made... There were a couple of the runners, and I think including you... Oh, wait, no, it couldn't have been you, because you never got Quake. That made the check for Skullwoods, but did not check the pedestal at the time.
Yeah, I never entered Skullwoods, which was definitely weighing over me near the end of the seed. Like, it was there. I could have had the flute half an hour ago, all that. But yeah, it's just kind of the nature of the game, I guess. Just getting lucky on top of just general execution.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, absolutely. And
meanwhile, it looks like Hitsu is just about to finish up his race.
he is gonna come in with an official SIL time of 1:42.17. That earns him a 5th place in this race. So GG to
And the Triforce message saying, "I'm sorry." Truly, this seed should apologize. We'll see about getting Hitsu in here.
yeah, both me and Crazy Dude felt a little bit bad about his run. At least you didn't do Aga 1. And speaking of his run, how are you feeling, dude? GG still.
GG's.
How are you feeling?
Not so good. But I think I did a good play with the mirror, but before that was horrible.
Yeah, you were the only one who decided to do Aga 1, unfortunately.
Yeah, and the other thing is that I have to triple climb that from the right side of the mountain. That cost me, I think, with Aga and this triple dip and the desert dip, I don't know, 10 minutes, 8 or 10 minutes, I think. All these things together.
So Zell, I gotta ask, what was up with your routing in GT for the big key?
So the route I took, I learned from a runner named Jezebel Shaft. She always called it the Dark Magician Girl. The way it works is that if you get 3 keys from chess by the time you're done with the Stalfos room, to just go full right at that point. Because once you have 3 keys, the right side is actually in logic. So it makes it more likely that between that plus the Armos, that you're going to find the big key over there.
Fair point.
All right. Oh, actually, looking here at the stats for you, Selga, you only had 6 bonks, which is amazing. And honestly, I want to see more.
Well, you know, late boots will do that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't have had that many, but that's certainly a low count even for me. I'm usually at least double digits, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
So, were there any aspects of this seed that either you really enjoyed?
fucking hints. Kill them, please.
Fair enough.
I kind of like getting the hook shot as like my very first item, because at least if it's going to be bootless for that long, I really enjoy it getting some hook shot movement tech. You can at least have a little bit of fun while you're going super slow.
I totally get that. Hookshot's my favorite item.
Yeah, absolutely.
Meanwhile, we see that Ravis is now in GT.
And at the same time, we see Inky here also picked up his 7 crystal, so he's also gonna make his way over there. It's gonna be interesting to see here where Ravis decides to go after doing this room.
He's gonna do that same strat that you were talking about a second ago, Sal. I guess usually, it's the really hot strat. Go on.
For me. Yeah, it usually works out for me, but obviously in the case where it's rando room, like it was in this time, it really hurts.
My official prediction was tile room, but I was just as satisfied that it was rando room for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, trying to think up of another good question for you guys.
Okay, I got a good one. If there was one aspect of this particular seed you would be able to change, which was it? And it can't be boots.
Yeah, give me not the grumpy fish hint.
Yeah, that really almost made me stop doing Zora, because I already had the hint that it wasn't gonna have, like, at least one of them wasn't gonna have an item. But really, just the whole pearl chain was nice and obnoxious. It would have been nice to have something a little bit smoother than that.
For me, I would have probably moved the bow somewhere else. Because that one I thought was in a terrible location.
Last location checks are always the ones that sink your heart the most, don't they?
Yeah, those are rough, man. Every time you're gonna have late boots, it's painful. But I mean, I'm just so used to it now. I'm more surprised by early boots than I am by late.
Have a look at Ravis. He decided to mirror after doing the right side.
So he's gonna get his big key.
Yeah.
Wow, very nicely timed heart piece in that other chest there.
Yeah. Absolutely. We are looking right now in the race chat. We are currently seeing 14 people who have finished. Gonna see here. Is Inky gonna stay on the left side, or is he gonna go to the right side as well? Ah, he's staying.
So he'll be getting his big key pretty shortly then too.
Yeah, we still have a race between these two. But at the same time, Ravis is doing the gauntlet very well. And after saying that, he struggles a bit with that room.
Yeah, that fourth room can be a bit of a struggle with all the ice blocks there.
Yeah, and the lasers and stuff like that.
I mean, granted, if it was a festive seed, it would be completely trivial.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Incoherence is now gonna pick up his big key. As we see, Ravis has completed about half of the gauntlet.
And Incoherent satisfying the rest of our curiosity with those other rando room chests.
Only says we haven't seen them, that was Tide Room. However, looking at the items that Ravis has and that Incoherent has, it couldn't really have been much.
This is very true. Because we got a good portion of our safety so early on.
Really, the best thing that could have been there at this point in time would have been another heart container.
Or a sword. We never saw the gold sword.
Ah, that's true, that's true, that's true.
Ravis taking the time to top off there before facing Moldorm 2.
Yeah. Ravi's doing the same strat as he ran and bombs the cest. Surprised that not more people are doing that.
What, out of frustration of how terrible the seed was?
Yep.
Well, maybe terrible is a strong word, but
It was certainly not on my top 10.
regardless, Ravis is now facing Aghanim 2.
So far, my least favorite seed has been one that we did me and some friends group. That one was that we saw Hookshot and Ice Rod both in Mire, and also very delayed the flute.
Ooch.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, Ravis is now on to just about face Ganon. What does he have to say? Oh, how nice of him! Once he becomes rules the light world, he's gonna throw a parade for everybody. What a nice guy. Meanwhile, we see Incoherent making his way towards Moldorm 2 as well.
Yep.
Doesn't get torch glitched, but again, not a big deal.
It's not very rare to see that kind of slash.
A rare silver licit there, but he gets it.
And normally you get those hits when you're doing spin strats, so it's very rare to see just those single slashes activate that damage. But yeah, congratulations to Ravis. He comes in at the 21st place with a time of 1:55.46. GG to him.
Yes. Now everyone, let's get ready to cheer on Incoherent for them to finish this seed. Send all your energy to him.
Absolutely. While we wait for that, I realized something. I've not done what I normally do when I do this daily. I like to throw in a little bit of trivia. Oh, actually we have Rabbits right here. GG. How are you feeling, dude?
Not good. Definitely not good.
Understandable.
I actually thought I survived the bait, and the real bait came way later in the seed. For me, at least.
Oh, right. You went for the red herring there.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm avoiding ice pellets at that point, and you get the mirror, and you get the Somaria early in Swamp. You gotta play it's not ice palace, and that was just awful.
It happens to the best, don't it?
Well, I mean, yeah, I can simply agree with that. I mean, if I don't go to Skull Woods, then I don't get Quake, and then I can't enter Turtle Rock, and then I'm automatically going Ice next. Maybe do a couple of mirror locations, and then go into Ice. And, well, no, Turtle Rock, you know. It was just dumb.
Hey, you'll get him next time, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the others did. I saw Hitsu probably did Agger 1 and gambled all around, so he was right in the end, as always. Like
What?
when I took the mushroom location, I was like, do I go Zora? No, I'm not gonna go Zora. And then I found Zora, and I was bound to Agger 1 and an Ether tablet. So I decided to go for the play, getting up to Death Mountain a third time before even entering the Dark World. But yeah, that was awful. And hell of it, so GG.
GG's.
And Zelda, of course.
I was the only Aga 1 player.
Yeah, and even like I felt so good about the mirror, but you know, first hint in Ice tells you pretty much where the mirror is. So not cool. Not a cool.
What was
seed.
the hint? I forgot that.
Unique item needs a glove. So yeah. And that's more or less just that. Maybe a part of Ice Palace, but I don't even think the hint considers the right side on Ice Palace being blocked by glove, although it is.
Well, there you have it. Incoherent is just about done.
Yeah,
And would you look at
congratulations
that?
to him.
He finishes just ahead of being sub 2.
Yeah, with an official time of 1:59.35. GG to him.
We'll see about maybe getting him in here for a quick second if he feels like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna save the trivia for next time instead.
Maybe a good idea.
Oh, I had a really cool one though.
No. I believe you.
Did we see Left Side Swamp?
I believe we did, but I believe it was empty.
Yeah, I believe.
Because I had
that too.
still 2 items in Swamp, and I definitely said I'm rather going Ice than Left Side Swamp again.
Heart, Peace and Heart, I think.
Hitsugomo Somaria or what?
No flute into the boots. I had every overworld location,
Same.
and the only thing I avoided was luckily Skullwoods.
Mm-hmm.
So I ported out after ice, after the flute found. But that was not a good play, I think. If the Maya was Quake, probably, and it's an ice deeper, I would be killed too. But after the Aga play and the other stuff I did, I feel like gamble some shit.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I think 40 minutes I needed to get the pearl, and then I got my mirror instantly. Because I had 2 bottles filled with Bluego.
Yeah, I was thinking about that early, but I didn't do that.
And now joining us is Incoherent. Incoherent, nice job finishing.
That was a seed.
It sure was, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, all that light world stuff, and then it just comes down to making the right choice at the end, and I did not, so that's, 8 minutes wasted?
I would still hold your head up high for finishing sub 2 still.
Yeah, with all that stuff to get a sub 2 out of it, I'm okay with it, I guess. I did make a couple of interesting brain farts that maybe this...
Same.
Well, at least it all made for quality entertainment, am I right?
I hope so.
Yeah, absolutely. You had some plays that were better than the others. You found some items before others, so you could have still been in the race if you found the correct items at the correct time and made the right gambles after you basically were looking for the flute.
Yeah, it was just the flute, and okay, Ice Palace or Turtle Rock, it's basically just a coin flip. There's more items in Turtle Rock, let's try it, see what...
Yeah, that's Ice Rod drop kind of leading you off ways.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, okay, the Ice Rod's here, and that's behind a bunch of stuff in weird locations, so maybe it's on Trinex.
Also, you could have avoided ice, which we were probably all sure that some people at least dipped it, and we didn't do that. So if the flute is behind the Somaria and Turtle Rock, we're getting a lot of ranks up, not being like 21 and something like that. Probably under the top 10 maybe with the correct choice, or like if the flute is just behind the Somaria in general.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, are there any other last thoughts from you guys?
I just want to say thank you for restreaming and commentating and all the good stuff. I hope chat had a lot of fun with this seed. At least from a viewer perspective, it had to be amazing, but from a player perspective, was awful.
Yeah. Just from looking at the channel, it seemed pretty atrocious.
Same from me, guys. Thank you.
When I saw
Yeah, I agree with all that.
I was expecting a lot of like a wave of forfeits, and yup, they came.
Yep.
Yeah, I think people got to the Moon Pearl and went, nope, I'm out.
Makes
Yeah.
total sense.
Yeah, I saw the chain of forfeits. I was like, I wonder if they all did AGA 1 and then just forfeited immediately. Because I might have done the same, to be honest.
In that case,
Well-
then we're gonna have to give it up to his round because he did that one and continued.
And went 4th place or something like that. Still,
Yeah, that's
that's-
amazing.
That's
That's
really
good
good.
job, man.
That's really impressive.
shows. Yeah, that shows you. I mean, Hitsu's obviously a really, really good player, but also making the correct choices, even if you do a mistake like an AGA 1 play, can still give you pretty good placement in a weekly like this with 40 people or whatever, or 50 people. I don't know exactly the number.
Can be very worse in this weekly, I think. If I had to Skullwoods, I did TR probably too.
And that's another 7 minutes or whatever, maybe more.
More, I think. If I do it with another dip on the mountain or in one way, I'm not sure.
Yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for putting up a great show. Coming up next on the Speed Gaming channels, you see over at Speed Gaming 3, it's Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer Spring Tournament between Monokuri 85 and Hyro at 9 p.m. At 10 p.m. we have the Zelda 1 Randomizer Weekly Race. And over at Speed Gaming 2 was that. Over at Speed Gaming, we see the Super Metroid I can't say that word for
Prodigy.
Prodigy tournament, right? Between Synatic and Dr. MC Streamy. That is definitely one tournament to check out. Basically, the requirement for that tournament was that you had to have a PB which was above a certain time. So it was no experts. So a lot of new runners definitely got a bit of some forefronts there. Yeah. Thanks once again to our trackers in Link, Force, and Vince Easter for doing the tracking for us today. They did an amazing job. Thanks to my co-commentator to do the commentary with me. My name is Angels. That was the Crazy Dude, and we are signing out.
Have a good night, everybody.